Hi, I'm Dan, one of the pros from the Purple Golf Academy, and today we're going to have a look at Rickie Fowler, the Tangerine Dream, the man who's taken the PGA Tour by storm. He looks cool, he plays cool, and he's just a real breath of fresh air, Fowler. I love watching him play. He just goes at the ball 100% every time. There's no fear, it's just freedom, it's just crack the whip. The guy is completely self-taught, never had a golf coach, and when you look at his swing, you ask yourself, if you were a coach, how on earth would you try and help this guy? I mean, he's so natural, he just rips at the ball every time, but he's certainly by no means textbook. So let's have a quick look at what he does and see what there is to learn. So an address here, pretty conventional address, but straight after that he goes off the track. He takes the club back in an overtly one-piece manner. That means that the butt of the club here moves as fast as the club head, and that right arm stays very much on top of the swing, on top of the club. That's unusual, very unusual. Normally by this point in the backswing there'd be a little bit of wrist set, but here the butt of the club has moved very fast. Taking the club back to halfway, just an incredible position here. Fowler's head has moved considerably off the ball, and he's got almost a full shoulder turn by the time the left arm reaches parallel. Amazing. You don't see many players with a 90-degree shoulder turn by that point in their backswing. And if we continue taking Fowler up to the top of the backswing here, you're going to see probably the biggest shoulder turn on the PGA Tour. I mean, that's up around the 140-degree mark, and yet his hips have barely turned 20 or 30 degrees. Fowler is extremely flexible. This is a young man's golf swing. It's just a natural move that he has developed himself. For most people, if they got into this kind of position at the top, they'd either need a massive hip turn to support that, or they just wouldn't be able to control that much turn. But Fowler, he manages to do it really well. And like all great players, despite idiosyncrasies in their swing, he finds a way to get the club into a good position coming into impact here. Really nice delivery into impact. Arms working great there into the ball, really controlling the face, and a really good looking impact position. But what's interesting thereafter is, the idiosyncrasies, the unusual things in his swing during the backswing show up here as you get absolutely no rotation of the hips through impact, and the right arm just rolling right on top of the shaft there, and the right heel almost working backwards. So very, very unusual through the ball here again from Fowler. And you can see there, even at this point of the swing, the hips just haven't unwound, which is quite old-fashioned actually, and very unusual in the modern player. But again, Fowler just cracks that whip, rips at his target with complete conviction every time, and that's what enables him to be so effective. Let's have a look from down the line. Got a nice clip of Fowler here down the line. Now again, as we said, good setup position here, but off the ball, very, very unusual action. As we say, he takes the club away very much with the grip of the club, that club head staying outside the hands excessively in that backswing. That's a very unusual look for a top player. But from there on, what he does is he marries the arms and the shoulder together, so he gets the arms working very much with the shoulders to the top of the backswing here. And you'll see that the left arm plane matches up with the shoulder plane quite nicely at the top of the backswing there. So that's one reason why he's able to control the club well in the downswing. Very, very minimal hip turn though, amazing flexibility from Fowler. As he starts down, he's able to drop the club into a lovely, lovely position, quite reminiscent of Garcia actually, that look there, as he shallows that club out. And there it is, the magic, the perfect position there, coming down, getting the club nicely matching up to the plane line, nicely in front of the body there, the hips staying nice and deep, and there, bang, right on plane, ready to rip through the ball. And as I said before, through the ball here, gets quite unusual, very unusual look there. The right hand climbing on top, the hands working away from the body, and the legs barrel straight there by this point. And he flows through to a good finish there. So the lesson with Fowler is, don't overcoach it, just rip it. Go for your targets, go for your shots, give it 100% commitment, and let your talent come out. Rickie Fowler, great to watch, great for golf, and I love watching this guy.